You know, everybody loves a good pot roast in the slow cooker, but today we're going to show you a great recipe that you're going to love.
The ultimate open-faced beef sandwich. So,
come on in. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Shotgun Red. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Sheila.
And today we are going to make a great recipe. You know, during crock pot season, you always have leftover pot roast. And what do you do with that?
You make another recipe out of it.
Absolutely. And
it's going to be a good one today.
It is a good one.
I love this one.
And it's easy.
I know.
Very simple.
I love this recipe.
So we've got all the ingredients out here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and make a pot roast today in the crock pot and let it cook. And then we're going to show you how to make the ultimate open-faced beef sandwich that you are going to love.
That's going to be yummy.
It is going to be yummy.
It's going to be yummy.
It's making my stomach growl already. So, we're ready to eat already.
Right.
So, we will show you how that's done. Okay, so I've got a regular chuck roast in here. And I've got some carrots and potatoes in the bottom. I like to use the Lipton Beefy onion soup mix. And I usually add in a cup of beef broth. And maybe a tablespoon or two of Worcestershire sauce, and that's it. And I put this on high for about 7 hours. You could also use our yummy recipe for Mississippi pot roast. It makes an excellent open-faced beef sandwich too, and I will share that link right below in the description box. In fact, I'll put it right up on top too. Now obviously we're having regular pot roast and taters and carrots tonight. But then we're going to have some leftovers, and we're going to show you how to make this delicious open-faced beef sandwich. Now, if your juice is a little liquidy, you could add a little bit of brown gravy mix, and you can also add a little bit of cornstarch or flour, and that will help thicken up that liquid in there, which that's going to have to be thickened up a little bit so that we can pour that over our sandwich. We will put that information right below in the description box with the recipe. We've got our toast all buttered up here, and we're going to put them face down on this little grill here. I got that heating up. All right, so we got our little skillet here, and what we're going to do is we're going to prep some mushrooms and onions. So I'm just going to put a little bit of our olive oil and this is butter.
Butter on butter. Butter
on butter. And we didn't have any fresh mushrooms. We decided we were going to do this, and we're like, you know, let's do this recipe, and we didn't, so we just got the regular canned mushrooms, and that's okay. And we're going to put just a little bit of our onions in there too, just a little bit. I don't need all these, but just some.
If you got a can, you can do it.
That's right. That's Sheila's saying. And I'm just going to saute those up a little bit. And keep checking on our bread here, make sure we don't burn it. This is our Texas toast we got here. It's always good on Texas toast. And these don't need to cook that long, just enough to make those
mushrooms warm. The
mushrooms warm and the onions a little tender. That's the word. That's the word. Mom's telling me tender.
Tender.
Yeah, look at that.
You need to hurry and get through with it. It's getting warm in here.
Sheila, well, you got a sweater on, for gosh sakes.
I know it. At once upon a time, it was cold outside.
Maybe it's cold outside?
Yeah, really.
All right, got that heat off now. I'm going to turn that off. And we're going to get to building our open-faced roast beef. The roast is done. Okay, so we got some roast beef out. And what we're going to do is we're just going to shred up that roast beef out of the pot. Yum, look at that. How tender that roast beef is. Doesn't that look good?
Yes.
It smells delicious. So you can see that we got our toasted bread and we've got our cheese. Because we're doing an easy leftover thing, we just whipped up some instant mashed potatoes. So we got our toasted bread, we put a slice of cheese underneath there, some mashed potatoes that are whipped up, from Instant Package. Now you can make your own if you want. So I'm just gonna take some of this and we're just gonna scoop it right on top of this open face sandwich. Oh yeah, look at that. Instant meal. Mmm.
Smell-o-vision.
Oh my gosh, that smells so good. And then we got a little bit of the gravy from inside the crock pot. And we are just gonna drizzle that right over the top. Doesn't that look good?
It does.
Yum, yum.
We got a lot of thins, don't we, into this meal?
Oh yeah. So our sauteed mushrooms. And we're just gonna, and onions. We got sauteed mushrooms and onions going in right over the top. Doesn't that look delicious?
Wow, that's the ultimate stacker.
Isn't it?
It is.
It is definitely the ultimate open-faced roast beef. You are gonna love this.
That is a meal in itself.
It is. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, I'm
want
gonna.
some pepper or
Yeah,
salt?
let's do some salt and pepper on that.
I'll take
Make
pepper.
sure that lid's on there now.
We do not need a thing to upside
There's some
down.
pepper.
Pepper.
You know, Sheila will end up with that pepper somewhere on her face.
Always had that one piece of pepper.
Salt.
Nah.
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 Okay. Yeah, she always have it somewhere on like
Right
her lip,
here.
right here, and
Right
we used to
here.
laugh at her on the road. Steve would go, "You got that one little piece of pepper."
I said I want to use it for later for seasoning.
All right, I'm gonna dig it. I'm gonna have to cut this because this is just a big, yummy.
Okay, you ready?
I'm getting there. I'm trying to get a little bread and taters in there too.
And some meat.
And meat, all the above. Ready? Mmm. Mmm.
Now that's a meal.
That is a meal. That is a big meal.
Really good. It's all kinds of flavors in this, like
Isn't
the
it?
mushrooms and the meat and the cheese and
It's
bread.
just delicious. Really is so good.
You can also peel the potatoes, slice them up,
Boil them up,
boil them up.
mash them up.
Oh yeah.
You can do all that, but we just made it real simple. This is a simple leftover anything. You know, if you make a roast, you always have leftover, and you just fork that up and put that over some Texas toast, and oh, yum.
Whatever toast you got at home.
Whatever. You don't even have to have Texas toast, but it tastes good with that Texas toast.
It does, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mm-hmm. What? Good?
It's really good.
Very good.
Very good.
I'm going to sit back here.
Why don't you sit back there
Yeah,
and
I'll
just...
sit back here.
She's going to sit back there and eat. And so I'll yap as I usually do. I'll just keep talking. She'll eat, I'll talk. Well, as Steve would say, is this the best ultimate open face beef sandwich? If it ain't, it ought to be. Thanks again for watching and liking and sharing.
And subscribing.
And don't forget to follow us on Facebook
And Twitter.
and Instagram, and visit shotgunred.com. And by the way, the link for our pot roast and all our other links are right below this channel. So make sure you check those links out. We got that pot roast link and links to the things that we use in our kitchen and all kinds of good stuff.
Because people ask all the time, what kind of pan is that? What kind of skillet
Absolutely.
is
And we have all those links right below. Oh, and the cookbook, Mom says. Yeah, don't forget the new cookbook.
that? And the link will be below it.
Yes, we've got our link to the cookbook right below here as well. So check it out, shotgunred.com, join our free membership, and we'll keep you posted when the next goodies are coming out. And we'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Bye. All right, now I'm going to eat now. I'm going to shut up and eat.
Shut up and eat.
Okay, I'm going to eat.
Well, that's She and Jen, them two girls having too much fun. We hope you enjoy this recipe, and we really hope you subscribe to our channel. That's easy. Little Shotgun Red's face will pop up over here in a little bit. When you click on it, it'll say subscribe, then you're subscribed. Next to it will be a little notification bell. If you click that little bell, then YouTube will send you every single one of our recipes or a notification that we posted one as soon as it comes out. See you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Is this the best? If it ain't, it ought to be.